by the family of Patrick Barnes, who died at the age of 33 from complications of idiopathic thrombocytopenia puerperal. DAISY stands for Diseases Attacking the Immune System, and the Foundation's goals include research funding, education about autoimmune diseases, and promoting and encouraging blood drives, as ITP may require blood and blood product transfusions. While Patrick was hospitalized, the Barnes family recognized the work nurses do and the compassionate care nurses provide. The Barnes family decided to find a way to turn their grief into something positive, and as a result of their experience with the amazing nurses who cared for Patrick, they decided to go around the country and say thank you to nurses, as they are the unsung heroes of our society who deserve far more recognition and honor than they receive. There are hundreds of hospitals across the country and international partners committed to honoring their nurses with the DAISY Award. Nick, you should know that your hard work and dedication to patient safety and satisfaction is recognized by your peers and management. It's important that our nurses know their hard work is valued, and the DAISY Award is a medium for the organization to recognize them. DAISY nominations are submitted online via the Get Well Network, and a designated committee votes on blinded nominations, and you were the winner. I'm going to have Brian come up here because he nominated you.
Thanks a lot, buddy. You may notice that both Nick and I are guys, and Daisy's kind of a feminine flower. But my idea was actually the Foxglove Award, which would be appropriate here on 5 East, as you know, Foxglove is where Digoxin and Digitalis come from, but nobody would buy off on that. Let me tell you why it is that I nominated Nick for this award, because I think all of you will be able to relate to this. And this originally came from a letter that I sent to Dr. Schaffner. My intention was not to nominate him for the award. It was Dr. Schaffner's intention, because she really saw the truth in how powerful this is. When I wrote to her, I said I would like to bring your attention to an act of professional nursing which many people talk about, but few witness on a daily basis. Nurses often discuss the importance of advocating for patients, particularly those patients who cannot speak for themselves. On the 10th of February, I witnessed an event on 5 East Ashley River Tower. My nursing students were wrapping up their day as I made rounds on their patients. One patient caught my attention, and I sat with her for 15 minutes to get a better picture of her health status. She was very lethargic, she was tremulous, and she was unable to complete a single sentence. She was physically unable to process or answer simple queries, and was too weak to get out of bed without the assistance of 2 people. She also came to MUSC by way of several serious substance abuse problems which led to related digestive disease disorders. Therefore, she was an overflow patient for this floor. Upon discussing her care with the student assigned to her, I was stunned to find out that she had been discharged and was awaiting transportation. I sought the staff nurse, Nick, who had just learned the same information. I expected him to be mystified by the discharge order, but he was unconcerned about the details because he was just too busy advocating for the patient. My students left for the day. I stayed behind to watch him work. Within the next hour, he mobilized various multidisciplinary resources to apply the needed amount of persuasion to reverse the discharge decision. But he didn't stop there. He proactively moved his patient in front of the nurse's station, and then he collaborated with the physician's home team to determine a better plan of care for the patient that involved the IOP team as well. Discussions among all were professional, not heated or adversarial. Within the next day, the patient's medical condition was stabilized. She was transferred to IOP. Nick displayed moral courage and determination to provide truly patient-centered care to a human being who is too helpless and powerless to fend for herself. His actions were in keeping with the highest traditions of the nursing profession and reflect great credit upon himself and the profession as a whole. As an outside observer, I witnessed many care events which could stand improvement. But I also see greatness in the MUSC nursing team that makes me more optimistic about the world of nursing that my future graduates will enter and shape for the better. I often see MUSC and other nurses save lives and move on with their day as if nothing out of the ordinary had occurred. This was an event that spoke to our focus on both safety and quality in patient care, 2 months later, I find myself reflecting on his actions and wondering if I would have done as well as he did. Nick, great job.
So Nick, you get a certificate, and I have to read it in full. And it says, the Daisy Award for Extraordinary Nurses. This award is presented to Nicholas Eleftheriou, in deep appreciation of all you do, who you are, and the incredibly meaningful difference you make in the lives of so many people. You're welcome. You also receive a pin. It's a Daisy Award pin. And knowing the tradition nurses have in service pins, the Daisy Foundation has created a pin for you to wear on your badge. And this pin serves as a reminder to you and your peers you're truly an extraordinary nurse. You also receive the Healer's Touch. These come from Zimbabwe, so they're like tightly packaged.
It's actually very impressive.
It's really nice. I want one.
Wow.
There's a story behind the sculpture. The foundation wants you to have this sculpture as a symbol of your recognition today. It is called a Healer's Touch. Each piece is hand-carved for the Daisy Foundation by artists of the Shona tribe in Zimbabwe. The foundation chose this beautiful design not only because it so sensitively depicts the unique relationship you have with your patients, but also because the Shona people hold their healers in a position of great importance to the community and feel about their traditional healers the way the Daisy Foundation and MUSC feels about their nurses. We also have a banner. It's over here. I'm not going to open it up, but you get to display that in your unit. Carry it on your back. Also, Cinnabon is the official sponsor. However, we do not have Cinnabon in Charleston. So Saffron's donates pastries. They were donated on Monday. We ate them already. On Tuesday, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So all your friends brought all this stuff in. And the reason for the Cinnabon is when Patrick was hospitalized, his family brought a cinnamon roll for Patrick. And Patrick requested one for the next day and asked his family to bring enough for all the nurses in the unit. So whenever you enjoy a Cinnabon roll or savor the incredible aroma of cinnamon, take time and remind yourself of what a truly great person you are. And your nurses, you remember that too. And there's, you can remember yourself and Nick. So you get cinnamon. Kleenexes we do not need this time around. The last presentation was a little tearjerker. And then you, exactly. And you also, you'll be, as I mentioned, on YouTube.
Wonderful.
In the Posting Courier. And you'll get to have a lunch every quarter. The Daisy winners get to have lunch at the Whitcliffe with Marilyn Schaffner.
Thank you.
Congratulations again.
Thank you.